I do like watching YouTube, and one of my favourites is Ichiban Moto. As you can see, the front bulkhead is a bit of a patchwork quilt. And yes, I could weld that up, but I'm thinking I'm going to chop that bottom end off and replace it Ichiban style. Okay, let's do this. I've marked out the line that I want. Get yourself a straight edge. I recommend a Screwfix catalogue. Place it on the line, and then just keep scoring, and eventually it will go through the metal. This bit, okay, this is where the Screwfix catalogue comes in really handy, because you can bend it to the shape. So once you've bent it to that shape, yeah, you can follow the contours of the body. It'll take a bit of time, but it'll make a nice cut. Just make sure that your scissors are sharp. There we go, that's got that. However, I've got a couple of spot welds here, so they're going to need drilling out. So the first thing I need to do is centre punch them. Just find them with your finger. I reckon there's 3 there. And then using the spot weld drill bit, yeah. And there we go. Excellent. So what I've done here is create a mould. I've put this bit of paper along the top. This is going to form the flap or the flange that goes behind the bulkhead. Now all I need to do is put this sheet of steel on top of the mould, apply some weight, and then this will follow the contours of the mould underneath. Now, to weight this down, the best thing I find to use are old mini magazines. And to add just a little bit more weight, maybe some Yorkshire tea and a spork. Now I need to leave this for a couple of days so that the mould can do its stuff. So I thought I'd make myself a wire brush so I can clean the bulkhead of burning. And I'm going to use some of this stuff, old earth cake. Right, let's strip off the outer insulation. Yeah, this is going to be perfect. Right, if I fold each one of these in half, I'm going to attach these wires to this screw using some classic mini assembly tape. Now this is going to be turning at a really fast RPM, and I don't want the wires to fly out. So I'm going to secure it with a couple of cable ties. Job done. Right, I just need to attach it to my drill. Yeah, look at it go. That's badass. Now, safety first. When you're using equipment like this, you should always wear your safety goggles and your safety gloves.
Right, yeah, that looks pretty good. That's working. Oh, that's done a fantastic job. I'm pleased with that. So, the wire brush has done a good job. However, I don't know if you can see this just doesn't look right. It's all pushed in inside. We've got this pitting corrosion here. And if we look inside the car, it's just a little bit worrying. So what I've done, I've rested the shell on the old workmate so there's not so much weight on the spit, and that means that I can take this off, get up underneath, and then I can examine it from the other side and just see what it's all about. I think it would be a shame to miss out on investigating when we're at this stage. Right, it's a job I wasn't expecting to do. Let's crack on. expecting. But what I'm going to do, if I reach it, I'm going to attack this section here with a trusty wire brush and just double check, see what's going on. Right.
Yep, there's something wrong here. I don't know what it is, but there's this lump. It's pushing out, and I'm sure it's not supposed to be like that. The only way I'm going to be happy is to do a little biopsy, cut a hole, see what's going on.
Yeah, there was a big build-up of corrosion between this flange on the front crossbeam and obviously the bulkhead, and what was happening, the two bits of metal were separating, pushing this panel out, but when you actually look in and around, the actual panel itself is pretty good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hoover it out, get out all the rust from there. I'm going to treat it with some rust encapsulator, and then I'm going to make up a panel that's going to fit in there. I'm glad I've done it, because it would have played on my mind if I hadn't. And the other bonus is that I actually know the inside of that cross member is fine. It's not a rust factory in there. So, be good. Right, just got to make a panel to fit that.
Right, let's see if this mould technique has worked. Wow, that's fantastic. Well, that saved me hours and hours and hours and hours of measuring, bending, cutting, shaping, and all I had to do is rest some mini mags on top of a mould. Who would have known? That's badass. as promised, a video at the end of the month on the progress on Bernie. It's been hard to find time to work on him as I've been busy at work and also DIY projects at home. However, have you ever seen the film About a Boy with Hugh Grant? He divides his day up into units. Each unit is half an hour. And that's what I've been doing with my day, dividing it up into units. Once I come home from work, I've been spending a couple of units working on the race cars because the motor racing season is about to happen. A couple of units a night doing DIY projects, and then trying to get in at least 2 units a day working on Bernie. It kind of works because I'm doing it in small installments, so I'll keep the momentum going, and also I'm less likely to bodge things because I'm rushing it. It's kind of working, so I'm going to keep doing it. I hope you've enjoyed this Ichiban Moto inspired episode of Bernie the 1275 GT. This chap has given me so much entertainment since I've found his channel, so please go and check him out, and I will leave a link to his channel in the show notes. So for the entertainment that Ichiban Moto has given me and for this job, I'm going to give him 5 out of 5 Gentleman's Motor Racing Team stickers. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do, and don't forget to like the Facebook page for Bernie the 1275 GT. You'll be able to see behind the scenes footage and also updates between videos. So thank you very much. So until next time, ta-ta for now. Best one so far.